Hello, this is Keech Rainwater. I am your guest mentor today for Studio NPL, and today I'm going to show you a really cool way that you can get graphics like titles or even little characters or almost like cartoon type things. I use it mostly for graphics for videos that I'm doing into your from Photoshop into your film that you're doing, your video, into Premiere Pro. And I'm going to show you how to do that. Now, some of you may already know how to do it. That's perfectly fine. But this is for people that don't really know how to do it and they don't want to just type the graphics out in Premiere Pro. They want to do more of a hand-drawn sort of type thing in their video, but they don't know how to get the character, the letters and stuff to float above the screen where you don't have a background and all that. So I'm going to show you a little bit about how to do that today. So what I've got here is I'm in Photoshop and I am drawing actually on a Cintiq, which is a tablet. It's a digitizing tablet. So I have a pen. I'm holding a pen in my hand. I'm drawing. Now you could just use a mouse or like any other kind of little digital tablet or whatever if you've got, or any kind of way that you can input and draw into there. Some people can do it with a mouse. Some people need a pen. I'm just using a pen today. So I'm just going to go to this brush tool here. And I got kind of this brush picked out that's sort of I don't know, it's just kind of looks like a paintbrush kind of sort of. And I kind of like that. So I'll start with black color. I'm over here. I'll just change it to black. So there we go. There's black. I got to make the size a little bit smaller. And I'm just going to write in some graphics, and I'm going to actually color them to make them sort of like a cartoon character, with some color and art, with some line art and all that stuff. And then I'm going to import that into the video. So if you notice down here at the bottom, down here where the layers are, down here there's a background layer and there's layer 1 and layer 2. So what I'm going to do is the background layer I'm going to get rid of. I'm going to get rid of the background layer. So we don't want the background. So you'll see these little checkerboard things in here. That just lets you know that there is no background. So whatever you draw is going to be floating above your screen when you edit into your video. So I have layer 1, which is on top. So I'm going to go to that one and I'm going to do my line art there. So I'm just going to write out some quick sort of, and I like these to be real rough, some real rough kind of lettering here, sort of like line art and a cartoon character. So I'm just, this is a little video about the one-wheel electric skateboard that I'm just sort of putting together. So right now I'm just writing out I'm just doing the outline of these letters and stuff. And I like the fact that they're hand-drawn. I like that. It kind of is more edgy looking, and you can really tell that somebody sort of worked on it, instead of just like punching in the titles in there. So there's my sort of line art there. Now I'm going to color this in by hand, and I'll show you why here in a second. So I go switch down here to the layer 2, which is underneath the layer. So I'm on a separate layer so it doesn't smudge the lines. So it stays behind these lines here. So I'm going to change colors here because I want it to be a little more colorful. I want the insides to look just kind of a little more colorful. It's like a cartoon character, so the line art stands out a little more. So I'll just make it like this. Now I could just use the bucket tool or whatever, but I'm not going to, because I'll show you why in just a minute. Actually, I'm going to go different color there. I'm going to make this look a little bit like it has green slime coming out of the top of it. So I'm going to choose all these different colors here to fill in this color, and I'll show you why I'm not using the bucket tool. The bucket tool would just show basically it would fill inside these lines only, and I want to do something different. So just to kind of make it look kind of more fun and show you why you don't really have to use the bucket tool to do this. But the bucket tool means that you can just, for those of you that don't know, that you can just kind of touch inside these black lines and fill it with a certain color. And it's a quicker and easier kind of way to do it than this way by hand. But I want to show you. So what I want to do is I'm going to go to like this green color, kind of green, and I'm going to make it look kind of like slime's coming up off of here, like it's dripping with slime, just to kind of show you that the bucket tool would not do this. It would, if you tried to do outside the lines, it would fill the whole screen with this color. But I want to make it look more hand drawn, and so it's like that slime kind of, coming from, like it's dripping with slime, kind of cool. Just something like that, You can even, so whatever you put on this screen will show up on your video. If I put a little dot over here, it'll show up on the screen. I don't really want that, but I do want to make it look like it's just slime dripped all over the place here, like, or something like that. Just kind of fun. And it just makes it look more sort of hand-drawn and more fun. It's like, slime dripping. So we can just do that with that. So now that I've got that drawn, the layers and all that, I've got the background. There's with the background, and then take the background off, which you just click on that little eye right there. Take the background off, and then I'm going to go File, and then I'm just going to hit Export, Quick Export as PNG. And I'll just do that. Then I'll name it something here. We'll call it Slime. We'll just call it Slime for now. Okay. Slime PNG. Okay, so save that. And then I'm going to go over to hang on a second. Go over to Premiere Pro, which is here, and there's my video loaded up. And if I just hit Apple I can import that slime, that little thing I did. Boom. Apple I means import. That's for import. So I've imported it. There's my slime right there. So there it is. There's my little thing I drew. And I just grabbed the little film clip thing, drag it down here on top, and voila, there it is. Now I need to resize it and all that to make it fit the screen, which I can do with effects controls. I can just scale it down, you know, scale this down to a more manageable size, and then I can just kind of put it down here somewhere. This is just an example. I didn't really spend a lot of time on this, obviously, but you could spend a lot of time on it, and you could really make it look neat. You can animate this. You can make it float around the screen. You can do multiple layers of this. You could draw the slime as one layer, import that separate, and then you can bring in your graphics and make you can almost like a cartoon. You can animate all this stuff and automate it and make it move around. And so that right there, you wouldn't find that font in your font book or whatever. You can tell that it's totally hand drawn. So now that when I'm watching this, you know, I can hit play, and then it just kind of pops up there, see, and it floats above the screen, so there's no background to it. So it's pretty cool. I can make that as fancy as I wanted, any color, you know. It's just like total control. You are the artist, so whatever art you want to put into your graphics, you can put it into your video, and you can make it move around, and just like a cartoon character. And it's a real more sort of a fun way to put graphics and arrows. You could do circle somebody's face or something like that. Whatever, you know, whatever you can come up with, you can make it float above your screen here very simply in Photoshop, and just import it right into Premiere Pro. And there you go. This has been Keech Rainwater, your guest mentor here at Studio NPL. And hope you enjoyed this, and there will be more to come in the future. So thanks for watching.